Which
there
I'm
will
not
be
sure
turn
their
sports.
roots are accurate.
We got to get to this bloke because I don't know how hopefully he's not upright. Hopefully he's sitting down as he speaks to it. The walkforepilepsy.org.au campaign is on. The Treadmill Challenge has been underway to launch it for the last couple of days. And Heath Hocking, who we had in the studio last week, doing it for his son, Roman, of course, who's had his own story and the family's been on their own epilepsy journey. Thankfully, young Roman, I think, might have even chipped in and did a bit today on the treadmill next to his old man, trying to help help the old fella along. Wanted to get to 250 kilometres to set a standard and raise some money. Let's find out how he went. Hey, Heath, you're a bloody hero no matter how far you went, mate. How did you go?
Yeah, not too bad. I like the old man reference. But, no, I didn't quite get to 250 like I wanted. I just ticked over 200. Yeah, it was. I don't think I underestimated. I knew it was going to be difficult, but in the end, my body just couldn't get me there. It was about 32 hours all up on my feet. So I haven't sat down yet because I don't think I'll get back up.
Gee whiz!
Mate.
What part of the body suffered the most?
I've got my knees have just started to swell up, which will be just all that fluid and blood going there, and. I'll tell you, I've got some ripping gooch chafe.
Oh, geez.
No.
Yeah, so the shower tonight's going to be interesting. But just generally, my feet are numb. My quads felt like they had concrete in them for a fair chunk of the run. And it was just really between the ears for a lot of it. Had a lot of support, though. So obviously it started with the Walk for Epilepsy Treadmill Challenge, and that was really good because I could, spend three or 4 hours around other people who were all on the treadmills, and from there I had a lot of support. So I had my mate Brett who went the distance with me. He clocked up about 80 k's walking. So it was a really positive, and I don't think I've let myself down in the fact that I didn't get to my 250 target.
No.
Potentially, it was probably a bit of sort of hope, and if I could, I could. But yeah, I did my best, and the important part is we got a lot of support for the epilepsy community.
Well, we want more. That's the bottom line with all of this sort of stuff. So head to walkforepilepsy.org.au, walkforepilepsy.org.au, search Heath Hocking. There's a number of ways that you can donate to, but go to Heath Hocking once you go to the Walk for Epilepsy website, and if you can, any amount of money is an opportunity to make a difference, and I'm sure it'll be greatly appreciated. Mate, we were down there, a few of us were down there yesterday morning, and I don't know what you were turning the treadmill over at, but I looked at it and I thought, I reckon he's going too quick here. I don't know how you're going to do 250 Ks at this pace. What were you ticking it over at early?
I had it on it was about 8 Ks an hour. So by the time I was sort of working on a 13-minute run at 8 Ks an hour, and then I'd drop it back to 6 Ks an hour. So that gets you around the 7.5 K mark per hour. So that was slower than my last year's run. But then again, I probably didn't take into account how much the treadmill really shreds your legs, and as I said, my knees are going to blow up and things like that. So I think I had the plan in place that was going to get me there, and then as I got through, I had to break it down. So I was doing 4 minute and 1 minute, at times 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. It was just really probably from 60 Ks onwards, it was really about just breaking it down, because at one stage I was looking at my pace, and I'd already done 24 hours, and I was saying I need to do another 13 hours.
God.
I think that was the very, very big part of it, was the dauntingness of the objective. And I even rang my wife. I said, I don't know if I can do this. It's too big. And just the support she gave me to know you can. And if potentially my body didn't sort of shut down on me, I reckon I might have got a bit closer. But the last 10 Ks were tough.
How hard was it to when you do the 1K walking, or you give yourself the walking break? Yeah. How hard was it to to start running again?
Early on, it's really manageable, and then as you fatigue and bits start to get sore and things, it's really mental. A lot of the time, it was really just me telling myself that I had to get to that next objective, which at times was 4 minutes or 13 minutes. I tried to do as much 13 minutes as possible, but then that got overwhelming, and even putting the number into the treadmill to start, it was like, I've got to get 25K, because the treadmill could only give you 42Ks at a time, and then you have to turn it off. And so I was breaking it down to like 5K increments, and just because I think just looking at that number is really, really hard. You've got to really try to break it down even further. So, but I'm excited that I'm done. I don't think I'll ever get on a treadmill again.
Right. What's the first thing you're going to eat? Well, I'm always interested. What are you going to eat?
I'm a KFC man.
Yeah.
So it'll be some chicken and a burger and,
Yes.
and Pepsi and maybe even a cheeky beer just to put me to sleep, because I reckon I'll sleep for 2 days.
When you're doing it, because
the chafing might keep you awake for a little while.
Yeah,
I think
622
so too.
622 asked, wanted to know, do you know about how many calories you burnt? Because when you're on there and you do look at them, and the calories don't seem to tick over that quickly, but I imagine that'd be a pretty big number.
Yeah, it's hard because if I had a treadmill that could just accumulate the whole way, I could see it, but because I kept changing, I wasn't really looking at calories, but I started to like jot down what I was eating, and look to look back on and go, have I been eating enough, and what am I eating? Am I eating just sugar and caffeine, or do I have something wholesome? And I probably didn't really do that very well, but it's hard because you're on a treadmill and trying to get fuel. But yeah, I gave it my best crack.
Mate, you've done a super job. I wonder, we know why you're doing it. You came on and told us, your family story before you embarked upon this last week. And I think I saw some vision. I've been following you, like thousands of us have on the social media platforms. And did I see Rome get up there at one stage and have a little trot alongside you?
I don't think the belt was actually going. I think he was just sort of hopping along. But he's been great because he's come in 3 times over the last 2 days, and I think the members here are he's running cars over their feet as they're doing their exercises. And he was on the Swiss balls the first day. I think it's like a big playground for him. But no, he's been fantastic, and that's why I've started doing this, is obviously raise awareness for what happened to us, but also going forward what other families are going through. And we were lucky, as I said before, and there's so many families, and especially yesterday, I've met so many people who you hear their stories, and there's just not enough. There's not enough talking about epilepsy. I think it's one of those diseases that's very forgotten, and as we all know, it's 1 in 25 people will be diagnosed. So it's quite a large number. So. Yeah, it's been a good event, and I'll look forward to a sleep.
Mate, go have a beer, hook into some nuggets and some chips. And,
yes.
Something that you started at 9 o'clock yesterday in the morning and have literally just got off the treadmill and finished. It's a remarkable achievement, mate. I know you didn't get to the 250, but to break the 200 is absolutely heroic, particularly doing it for all the reasons you've done it, mate. So walkforepilepsy.org.au is the place to go. Find Heath Hocking's name, and if you can donate anything, $5, $10, anything would make a huge difference. Well done, mate.
It all helps.
Yeah, good on you. Thanks for coming on.
No worries, guys. Have a great night.
Well done,
You
Heath.
too. Heath Hocking joining us at 5:17.
Nobody does it easy.